Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is having an amazing Tuesday. It is, I don't know. I feel like I hear myself. Feel like I hear myself with a little. All right, there we go. I was like, I'm hearing some backlash on my TikTok. All right, we good. How's everybody doing this afternoon? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday. I hope that your morning has went well. I am live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, and I'm trying to do better about going live on TikTok simultaneously because why not kill about 3 birds with 1 stone? For those who don't know who I am, my name is Winter. I am a content creator, media personality, author, entrepreneur, mom, believer, all the things. I consider myself a global internet friend, big sis to some, truth teller, wisdom seeker, all the things that make me me. And I'm wrapped up in a cute little 5'1.5" package with a little Southern Belle sprinkled on top. Welcome to my neck of the internet woods. This is Winter Woman Land, and we talk all things faith, lifestyle, and entertainment. More specifically, reality TV, education. Not long getting off, going home to fix tacos. Baby, today is a great day for a taco. Taco Tuesday should be every day, right? I hope you guys are doing well. Let me just say hello to some of you that are logging in. Hi, Gregory. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Jomo. Hi, Nigel. Sharon, welcome. Missy, welcome. V. Jackson, welcome. Deborah, welcome. Toot Latrice, welcome. Maria Clark, welcome. Kathy, welcome. Missy, welcome. Aunt Natty, welcome. EB Star, welcome. Hi, Jacqueline. Welcome. Now, if you were just getting in here and I have not said hello to you, I appreciate that, V. I'm not ignoring you. Sometimes I just get to talking and I don't see who comes in here. So I'm not ignoring you on purpose. Give me a little grace. And if I see you, I will do my best to shout you out and acknowledge you. I want to say a special shout out to my IC Insider channel members. If you don't know what an IC Insider is, that is my personal community on the Winter Woman Land YouTube channel. You can register and sign up to become an IC Insider. We will be launching Patreon soon, and that's open to everyone, so we can dive a little deeper into things that I want to say that I can't say on YouTube because they'll people get real janky online. Thank you so much for your gift. Thank you guys for helping me try to meet my live goal on TikTok. Who just sent a gift? I want to see who just sent a gift. Why can't I see who sent a gift? But thank you for sending a gift. I appreciate that. Hi, Dorian.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for your gift. I'm trying to work on doing something unique. So I like to invite you up if you send a gift. I appreciate you for supporting what I do over here.
I'm a huge fan of your work and huge fan since on reality. I know you retired now.
I'm retired. But thank you.
I am happy to see that you are doing well.
I am.
And many more. And I just want to hear more of your ideas and everything.
I appreciate that. Well, thank you for hopping up here with me. And I want to say thank you again for supporting Winter Woman Land.
Much love.
Thank you, boo.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Keep Shining. Hi, Colton. Yo, we're letting people trickle on in here. I'm loaded up on TikTok as well. You said hi. So good to see you. Positivity, honesty, femininity, class, style. I appreciate that. Listen, I don't like no raggediness now. We're going to keep it classy at all times. I don't like no raggediness. I can't stand it. Dorian, I do not know how to, I know. I'm like, how do I don't know. This is what happens when you be trying to, oh, here we go. I figured it out. There we go. Boom. I said, sis, this is what I get. This is what happens. Hey, Shakira, this is what happens when you try to do something new. You don't know what you're doing. Oh, Okay. We have so much to talk about. I have so much to talk about, y'all. I feel like there's a lot going on. I have gotten so many messages from you guys. I so appreciate that you guys value my thoughts and opinions, especially as it relates to reality TV. Believe it or not, y'all, this is a lot of fun for me. For people who don't know me, I started in social media in 2015, and a lot of my social media time was spent doing commentary, discussing topics. That's just, I mean, honestly, that's just where I started. Thank you so much, Kitty Boo. That's where I started, and that's how I began to grow my following. Quite frankly, I don't even think I would have been given the opportunity to be on Love and Marriage DC if it had not been for Monique knowing that I had somewhat of a presence, speaking, teaching, coaching, and speaking specifically on healing from difficult relationships, toxic relationships, healing from infidelity. She knew this about me. I already had an established audience doing all those things, which is why I got the invitation to speak at that particular podcast when we first started filming Love and Marriage DC. So that's how I got here. How faith is a substance. All that to say, since leaving Love and Marriage DC, I honestly, y'all, I told y'all I'm good on salacious television. However, what I do realize is that I do enjoy talking about it. I sure do. I ain't gonna sit here and say, I actually like discussing my thoughts, my opinions, my ideas, my experiences with the audience. I enjoy it. Now, what YouTube has afforded me is the opportunity to speak freely while also building a solid community. And I'm telling y'all now, YouTube has absolutely changed my content creating life. I love YouTube. And I love YouTube because it truly connects you with people. Portia, I appreciate that. YouTube actually connects you with like-minded people or people who will value your content. And let me tell you, we go hard over here in Winter Woman Land. Now we're trying to expand that, and we're getting into TikTok. I'm active on Threads. And I just enjoy it. I do. I love it so much. Aunt Natty, you said you'll keep it classy. Now, let me tell y'all what. Now, what I will say is once you start building a community on these platforms, right? Once you start building a community, baby, your community don't play about you. And what I will say is my community don't play about me. Baby, I see y'all windmilling more than I do. Now, let me shout out T on Twitter. T on Twitter, I never had to hardly say a thing. T had been windmilling for me for the last 2 seasons. I'm not even going to hold you. Baby, T would square up on my behalf. And I've never met her in person. I don't know who she is. God bless her. Baby, she don't play. Let me tell you what. She don't play about Snowflake on Twitter. She will cut your mama out on my behalf. So, Natty, I appreciate people like you. You got to have people that's willing to ride for you. But what I will say for a lot of people that have followed me since I started on Periscope, y'all, they've been down with your girl since 2015. And they all, I can name them. You guys will see Miss Norma. Y'all will see Angela, Scooter Hobb, Mark, good Q Lynn. Y'all, they have been with me since 2015. And when I say every last one of them, they still ride hard and they support everything I do. I'm grateful for people like that because, again, people don't have to follow you. They don't have to listen to you. They don't have to support you. And I'm just grateful for people that value what I have to offer. And like I said, my platform would be garbage. And it wouldn't be effective if people don't listen to what I have to say. So you always have to be mindful to never bite the hand that feeds you. Now, we've been having some issues with that here lately in the YouTube streets. That's going to be our first topic. No, I'm not single. Very happily in a committed relationship. So we're going to discuss that first, and then we're going to work our way down. So I see some questions in the comments. Guys, I don't mind answering questions. If you have any questions for me, I will gladly do my best to answer them as I can. But I also want to try to do our best to stay on topic. So as long as we can stay within the vein, I don't mind answering your questions. I know a lot of people are curious about reality TV, the behind the scenes of reality TV, and I don't mind sharing and I don't mind spilling the tea. However, just be mindful. I'm trying to stay on as close to my topics as possible so these lives don't run off the rails. And then, you know, people watch these videos and be like, what was that girl talking about? Okay, so that's all the rules I have. Other than that, y'all can ask whatever you like. Now, we all know what the big topic of the week was, with Sunny supposedly going live and spilling the tea. Her words, not ours. Let me be clear. That was something she put out there to the social media verse. We do know that live did not go as planned. Oh, thank you. He's a beauty. He really is. Faith is a substance. I ain't gonna hold you. He really okay. Anyway, we really expected that she would give us the tea on this live. We all know that did not go as planned, and there was a huge backlash because people felt like she did not honor her word. Okay. Now, I'm not here to dissect what it was or what it wasn't and how. I'm not here to do all that. What I will say is that there was a backlash. Yes, we Arkansans do have to stick together, and I appreciate that. Woo pig soup. Hey, Brittany. There was a huge backlash. There was a follow-up response. That was a horrible response. She came back and she apologized. That is today's topic. I want to check y'all's temperature and see how you feel about Sunny's apology. I did get an opportunity to watch a piece of it. Somebody sent me her live. I watched. I want to know how we feel about Sunny's apology. Not that we can judge someone's heart, because we cannot. Let me just be very clear. We cannot. But how do we feel? Hey, Queen Bee, do we feel she was sincere? Do we feel that it came from a pure place? Or do we feel that she got wind of all of them lives and them YouTubes giving her advice on how she should have handled it? Now, y'all know some of my background is PR. One of my professional titles was Director of Media and Public Relations. So y'all know I feel very strongly about media relations, and I feel most reality TV stars don't have good media relations, nor do they have good PR skills. I promise y'all, if you are looking to up your media game, you need to go to my Stand store and purchase my media course. Okay? You said, I'll keep this one on. I'll keep mute on this one. No, Samantha, we want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear your thoughts. Hey, Bridget. We want to hear your thoughts. We're not here to be silent over here. If you want to up your media game, go get my course. It ain't even expensive. I think it's $40. But some of us need media training, and it's sad to see that so many don't have it, but we need it. You can't be out here just willy-nilly. It's too much coming at you. Hey, Rakia. Hey, Richard. You said, I think she deleted the apology. See if you can pull it up. No, you can't. So somebody else actually told me that as well, that you can't. That you can't pull up the live. Kathy, you said Sunny didn't think before she spoke. Silence is better. Hey, Sassy T from the 803. I tried to tell y'all, I don't think it's best to speak on everything, especially in reality TV. It's not for us to speak on. Hey, Queen, we are starting with the discussion of Sunny from Love and Marriage Huntsville issuing an apology because of the backlash she received from her live on YouTube from Saturday. So Aunt Natty says, hold on, why can't I pull up your comment, Aunt Natty? Okay, you say you feel it was sincere. I think her emotions are out of whack because of her IVF treatment. City World, thank you. You said I had to take a break. I feel you, Sassy. It's good to see you on here. Okay, let me just speak to that. I understand, y'all, as a woman who has gone through difficult pregnancy journeys, and I'm being sincere. Actually, November 2nd will be my daughter's 22nd birthday, heavenly birthday at that. Every pregnancy I had has been a high-risk pregnancy. I have never carried a baby over 37 weeks, not once. I have carried 5 babies. Not one was carried to 40 weeks. My youngest daughter was born at 29 weeks. She was a NICU baby. My youngest son was born at 35 weeks. He was a NICU baby. I actually have served as a national March of Dimes mom. I did a national campaign for the March of Dimes. That video, I believe, is still on my YouTube video. So trust me, I understand. Yes, I did have a C-section with my youngest baby, an emergency C-section to save both of us. But what I will say is I understand hormones. I understand the difficulty that we go through when we are trying to conceive, when we may be pregnant. And let's be clear, Sunny has not confirmed whether or not she's pregnant or not. So I'm not here to speculate on whether or not this is due to pregnancy, okay? What I will say is that regardless of what is driving our emotions, thank you, Immaculate Jones, what is driving our actions, because again, we have to be clear that a choice is still a choice, a decision is still a decision, and the minute you put it out to the public, you become responsible for whatever you say, hormones or not. So I understand how that can play a part, but let me just offer a word of advice. If that is influencing your emotions, then that would be even more reason for you to be mindful about how you interact on these internets, on these socials. You understand what I'm saying? IVF is not an excuse. Hormones are not an excuse. Can it play a part? Absolutely. But because of that, it's even more reason to tread lightly is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay? So Aunt Natty, I appreciate your thoughts. You said the apology to her subs and Kiki's family or a prayer of confession to God. Now, Bridget. I think she was apologizing to whoever she offended. Sassy says, I feel she needs to find out what her trauma is and seek therapy. Now, Sassy, you do talk a lot about the impact of trauma on your channel, which I can appreciate. And that may very well be true, because I will say from the outside looking in, I feel like maybe some of Sunny's upbringing may be impacting why she feels compelled to advocate for Moses in the way that she is. And y'all, please don't get it twisted. I will defend my man. I will stand up for my man. I believe there is a protection that we as women offer our significant others. I am not hating on that. Y'all, please hear me when I say this. I am not hating on that. My issue with it is the way in which she has went about windmilling for him. Sunny been windmilling since the beginning of the year. Since we have been introduced to her, she has been windmilling. And the issue I have with women who often windmill this hard for men is that the men don't equally windmill as hard for these women. And usually the woman ends up bearing the brunt. The woman ends up bearing the brunt for the windmilling once he make a fool out of her. That's my only issue with what she's been doing. Because Sonny couldn't be my friend. I would say, girl, you can get your behind off these internet and quit trying to make all these dadgum excuses and apologies and cases for this dude. Girl, get your tail off this internet. Take it down. Take it down. Nope. If you chose him, you ride out on that decision. But we're not going to be out here talking about it every day because it makes her look foolish, whether she's trying to look foolish or not. I'm just saying. It does. And I don't believe Sonny's foolish. She seems very smart. And I understand as we get older and we still desire to have children, yes, I understand it can make it seem like time is ticking. That very well may be. But I don't believe that your desire to have a child should blind you to the man that you choose to get pregnant by. I got a lot of friends that's single moms, 40 plus, because they got with a ninja that wasn't worth 3 nickels. Now you got the baby, but you got to deal with a fool that make you look stupid. Now no other man will touch you because they wondering why you made a dumb decision this late in life. Women and men don't have the same rules in this world. I don't care how evolved and advanced that this world may get. Some things that just are what they are, and we don't make the rules. Men can have 2 and 3 and 4 different baby mamas and still will get a wife. Women can have 1 child out of wedlock. And men are considered damaged goods. It ain't fair. I'm not saying it's fair, but I'm telling you that's how they do. And quite frankly, they'll allow for you one when you're young, but you making a baby this late in the game, they questioning your decision making. Why? Because you don't need a man to have a baby these days. Ebony K. Williams is a great example of that. So wanting to get pregnant is still not a reason for riding the way that she is. That's my opinion. Not. That's just what it is. You say you can't make excuses for them, Shakira? Child. I agree with that, Sassy. Let them speak for itself. Not about to have me out here being a lawyer. All that advocating, y'all, I'm telling you, I've been there. I've been there. I have literally been the woman that the man made a fool out of me. Sitting here, I used to brag about how my first husband would never cheat on me. As a matter of fact, I was so confident in the fact that he wouldn't cheat on me, honey. I said, baby, I'm more likely to cheat than he is. That's how confident I was. Baby, he didn't make a fool out of me. Baby, if he didn't make a fool out of me. Shoot. Baby had to eat every word. Had to eat every word. I was so arrogant and confident. I would have fought somebody for telling me that he would cheat on me because I just didn't believe he would. Had me looking a dadgum country monkey out here looking crazy. You said, I'm not trying to give her an excuse, but it seems like she's going through a lot of emotional things right now, maybe due to pregnancy or hormones or the shots. I don't know. Shot-town, that's fair. That's fair. I just say get offline. To that, I say get offline. Get offline. It's some conversations I can't have around the time of the month. It's some conversations, y'all, I can't have. I don't even try to have my boyfriend look at me like, girl, go on, take a nap. It's some conversations when when it's that time of the month, I'm telling you now, child, just go take a nap. Go relax. Okay, Winter, go relax. Because you know how it is. You said Empress has it. Okay. You said you heard production made her pull it. Oh, Natty, thank you for bringing it up. Thank you for bringing it up. Now, you said my grandmother used to say, always never say what your kids won't do. We need to apply this to men. Preach, Shells. Baby, don't say what these men won't be out here doing. I know my man. Okay, you know him. Hope you know him. Hope you know him. Don't ever say what a man will and won't do. I'm telling you now, make a fool out of you. Now, on Natty, you bring up a great point. You said you heard production made her pull it. Let me just be very clear. When we sign our contracts, in that contract, we also sign over the right for them to monitor our social media. That means we have to tell them all of our social media platforms that we have active. Y'all, they check everything. There have been times where I have gone live, I have spoken my mind and thought I could speak my mind freely. And I get a call from a producer that says they got a call from network, and baby, you got to pull that down. Happened to me first season, happened to me second season, and happened to me third season. Third season, I got a call from my producer, and they said, Winter, fine. You can tell people you and the rapper aren't together anymore, but that's all you can say. Drop it. You cannot discuss anything else. Now, if y'all notice, even Ashley was talking. And she actually publicly said, what are y'all going to do about it? Fire me? She said it. We know what it is. We know what it is. They follow our social media, y'all. Y'all think they don't know what I'm saying over here? It's just that I quit the show. So you can't give me a call. You can't call and tell me to shut up. Because I'm not filming no more. But if I was filming, they would say, Winter, you got to pull that down. In fact, I probably would have gotten in a lot of trouble for filming, for doing Queen Sheba. It's written in our contracts. So yeah, is it plausible? Is it possible that production called her and said, hey, we are in the midst of filming a new season. Hey, Yellow Table. I appreciate that, Dorian. Hey, we got a new season that's underway. No, ma'am. You don't start telling stuff that could potentially be storyline. So yeah, they do that. They absolutely do that. Don't think for a second that they don't do that. I'm telling you now. I have gotten several calls myself. Me and Ashley got in trouble. We had to make sure we weren't telling future information. They didn't mind us doing a YouTube. In fact, our executive producer was on one of our YouTube videos. The problem becomes telling things that have yet to air or be discussed on the air, or that may possibly be a future storyline, or that may ruin a storyline. So absolutely, if she is under contract, which I'm assuming she is, there's certain things she is not allowed to talk about, especially if it will impact the future filming of a show. That's in our contracts. So now her apologizing, unless she talked about something she didn't have no business, she shouldn't have pulled down the apology. I don't see what the apology have to do with. I don't see why they would make her take that down. It's an apology. You say you think she privatized it. You said, I think she bit off more than she could chew coming on as talent and really does not know how to navigate social media. But I think her apology was genuine. Imani, you said you used to love the show so bad. Oh, Lord. S Shakes, not a bad assessment. Not a bad assessment. I told y'all how I feel. My initial assessment of my thoughts about her being on the show. To me, it seems like she would have made a better producer. I do think she spends a lot of time producing versus actually being talent. That's my thoughts. You said, girl, they are stalkers. I said the same thing. I wouldn't apologize for nothing. Baby Key, we're talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. You said I was told that if I can't say nothing nice, I don't. Now, Maria, I can respect it. No, that's funny. You said it was an apology after feeling The outrage of the fans. Sincerity is questionable. Oh. You said I watched. Hey, Missy Pine. You said I watched some of it and the coin is still in the air for not the coin toss. You said you done tossed the coin, baby. You don't know. That is funny. That is funny to me. Hey, follow me, Black TV. Hey, Mama V. Oh gosh, y'all tickle me. Said I feel like her apology was heartfelt in the beginning, but then it came with this attitude. I'm standing on business. Then it went to, like I said, and this is what it is. Well, now keep shining. If she is getting IVF, this may be a future storyline. So she may not be talking about it because they're currently discussing filming it. Sassy says she darned if she do, darned if she don't. In reality TV, yes, Sassy, but there is a way in which to approach the situation to minimize and mitigate the damage. I think her biggest issue was not immediately just saying, you know what, y'all, I got a phone call. I'm not allowed to discuss it. I apologize for gassing y'all up. I'm going to put my YouTube channel launch on hold until I get clear on what I can and can't discuss. Or I'm just going to fill my YouTube with my real estate journey until I get clear on what I can and can't discuss. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm new to reality TV as talent, and I'm not as clear as to how this works from the talent side. I think people would have honestly understood that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people that, yes, there's some hounds in reality TV in the community, right? There's some hounds in the viewership. Good afternoon, CC. There's some hounds in the viewership, but y'all are not dumb. This is what I don't like. A lot of times we like to believe y'all are stupid. This is where production is learning. I'm telling you, audiences are very smart. In fact, a lot of reality TV audiences have been watching reality TV for so long that you cannot fool them the way that you used to when reality TV first started out. So now I think production entities at large are forced to have to look at things and address things a little differently. And if not, they got to suffer the consequences because the audience ain't dumb. You're not dealing with the same naive audience that didn't know much about reality TV. So I honestly believe there would have been a lot more respect for what was going on if she had to just off the gate. Don't wait. Don't argue. Don't fight. Just say, y'all, I stuck my foot in my mouth. I'm new to this reality TV thing. I can't talk about it. I would love to tell y'all everything I know. Baby, y'all know listen. I was ready to tell it all. And I would have loved to have told it all. But there were times I could not. And I had to pull. I remember I had to take down 3 videos on YouTube season 1. I'm not even kidding. My producer said, Winter, take it down. You're not allowed to tell your side. You're not allowed to get ahead of any storylines. You're not allowed to spoil anything we're covering in the show. Take it down. In fact, network said you got to remove it. It's nothing you can do about that. Not unless you want to be sued. And Shake's not a bad, it's not a bad strategy. Absolutely. Even more reason to go have a seat. So I was just curious how you guys were receiving the apology. I've heard a lot of theories. A lot of you have messaged me. I do appreciate y'all's questions. And again, I appreciate that you guys value my opinion. But that's the truth of it behind. So Christina, you have to go back and find out what happened with Sunny. She's basically trying to navigate backlash from her YouTube live from this past weekend. You said she says she's a praying woman, so maybe she should pray about what to say and when to say it. She should have seen that coming. Bridget, I'm going to give Sonny some grace in that. I think even as believers, we don't always get it right. And then therein lies my issue with people always wanting to insert God in every dadgum situation. Now, I love the Lord as much as the next Christian, but I'll be dadgum. Sometimes we got to leave the Lord out of it because a lot of times it ain't got nothing to do with the Lord and everything to do with our ego and our pride. The reality is her ego and her pride got the best of her. And she clapped back and she snapped back without thinking it through. Now, do we all make mistakes? Baby, I've been guilty of running my mouth and sticking my foot in my mouth. You best believe it. But a part of being a believer is also knowing when to come back and say, you know what, y'all, I really messed up this time. I really got this wrong. No harm, no foul. Your audience will respect your truth and your honesty more than they can respect you trying to save butt and save face. Because guess what? People aren't dumb. And a lot of the sincerity is coming because really she waited too long. We call in PR, there's a type of PR called crisis management. Really, most people don't need PR, they need press. Okay. Obviously, PR is attached to press. It is. But a lot of people need crisis management. That's when you really learn you differentiate the Olivia Popes of the world because they're very good at mitigating crisis. The minute Sonny realized that people were pissed that she did not address what she said she would address, the clock started ticking for her to enact her crisis management response. Because at that point, your brand is in jeopardy. So it's a crisis. Because guess what? When your brand is in crisis, your money is in crisis. Because the minute you breach public trust, then it's very difficult to sell to those people because they don't trust you, because they don't believe you. You understand what I'm saying? So this immediately became a crisis type situation. You cannot then continue to offend and respond out of offense. You cannot respond out of ego. All of that goes the heck out the window in a crisis. Because ultimately the goal is to salvage your brand. It is to salvage public trust. I'm telling y'all what I know. I went to school for this stuff. I have a bachelor's degree in communications. And I am taught how to respond in a crisis. You don't get the right to operate an ego. Let me tell you, the biggest thing that you're told not to do when you issue an apology is to give an excuse. So for those that are saying, well, maybe it's the hormones and maybe it's the IVF and maybe it's the stress of being a new reality TV, none of that matters. You understand? None of that matters. Because let me tell you what's happening as a result. My comments are proof of this. Half of y'all believe she was sincere. Half of y'all don't. Y'all know why half of y'all believe she's not sincere? Because she led with excuses as to why she did what she did. When you are mitigating a crisis, you do not enact excuses. You understand? You can't do it. That's like a politician who's been caught in an affair coming to the podium and saying, y'all, I sincerely apologize for cheating on my wife, but y'all have to understand I was going through a difficult time. I just got a cancer diagnosis. I lost my job. My finances were funny. None of that matters. That's not how you mitigate a crisis. If you listen to most politicians that stand before, because they work with real PR people, they say, I apologize for the embarrassment that this has caused my wife and my family. I apologize for the embarrassment that I have brought to this office. I will sincerely take some time. I will sincerely take some time to work on myself and be a better person. Then out. You'll see their publicists, run them out. That's it. So that I think Can she salvage it? Sure. How it is salvaged matters. That's it. That's all. Hello, Rob. Hello, hello. You said a friend of mine got IVF, but only after years of trying to get pregnant naturally, as well as after she and her husband went through numerous tests and diagnosed what the issue was. Yeah, IVF is tough. IVF, most of my friends, believe it or not, a lot of my friends have had difficulty getting pregnant, and they've went through the cycle of IVF. Y'all, it is a very trying process. I'm not speaking on her IVF journey. That is her journey to share. That is her journey alone. We are merely discussing the aftermath of her apology, period. Not here to dissect what she's going through. In fact, I've walked with friends who have walked through IVF. Y'all, it is hard. It is hard. And I hope that she gets to share that. The problem is that when the audience has a sour taste in their mouth because of how things have been handled, that's the part you have to own. You can't lead with anything else. You just got to take it on a chin sometimes. Address it, acknowledge it, move forward. Let's figure out how to pivot and operate better. The end. You said women also need to be selective about who they girl. I just posted that on Threads. We do need to be selective about who we procreate with. You don't want everybody's seed. You said, right. I agree. But remember, she came on hot on the show speaking about what someone else had told her. Yeah, I think. Oh, Sassy's on. Oh, she's on TikTok, y'all. I'm live on TikTok. As well. Oh goodness. That's so funny. So she's on TikTok. Yeah, I agree. I think you got to be mindful about who. You said, okay, this is a great question. But aren't you supposed to be confident that your husband won't cheat? Wise counsel? Sure. Be confident that your husband won't cheat. I think you absolutely should. However, telling that to the world and telling that to whoever might listen might not be the wisest thing. Because my thing is, you need to be confident in it. You don't need to convince the world of it. That's all I'm saying. Sure, you marry someone to be faithful. You marry someone to honor their fidelity. But you don't need to announce it to the world. That's between you and your spouse. That's all I'm saying. Be confident. But some people are trying to not only convince others, not only trying to convince themselves, they're trying to convince others. That's between you and your spouse. Indigo, I cringe every time I see it. I really do. Hey, Linda. Oh, Linda, while you're here, let me see if I can make you a moderator. You just got to be careful. I'm telling you, these ninjas make a fool out of you. I've seen it happen time and time again. You said hormones and stress didn't make her put that picture up of Diddy and Carisha. Nor make her come to us lying about she didn't know it was Diddy and Carisha. What was the point in that? Of all the people, I definitely wouldn't. I wouldn't want to put my face over that. That scoundrel. About sick of his mama too. But I addressed that in my other live. Y'all want to go back and watch that? Feel free. Feel free to go back and watch. Y'all, I'm man types. I love my book. Y'all know, outside of some few pictures, which them pictures just got and we have been dating for a good minute. All right. Linda, you should be a moderator now. Thank you. You say you want to be fighting for a marriage that God blessed her with. Hey, Chef Don Don. Tef. Now, is it Tiff or Tef? Now, what I will say is, I do agree that Sunny does need our prayers. I'm not saying that she isn't going through a lot. That's not what we're speaking. I'm not saying that. I think I told y'all. I think Tiffany. Okay, got you. I think I told y'all yesterday, and not even yesterday, probably even before that. I think Sunny has a lot to offer. I do. I think everybody should have a YouTube channel. I don't think it's a bad idea that this lady has a YouTube channel. But when you are navigating being a reality TV personality, there's rules of engagement, whether we like it or not. It's just what it is. So you have to be mindful. She has an opportunity to get it right. She does. Square Biz, I don't disagree with you. But, take it as a lesson learned, readjust. Oh, yeah. No, Tiff, you listen. Baby, even if you was disagreeing with me, it's all right. I don't mind people disagreeing with me. I welcome all opinions. I just don't welcome disrespect. That's when people get blocked. So you are more than welcome to disagree. You don't have to agree. But I appreciate your comment. It's perfectly fine. And my thing is, y'all, everybody has fans, right? Everybody has fans. Everybody has support. There are people who love her and are going to rock with her regardless. God bless those people. Everybody needs them. Square Biz. Now, I want to be clear. Winter is not saying that production made her remove her apology. I don't believe production would ask her to do that. I don't feel, because an apology is an apology. I don't feel that if she took it down, that might have been by her own choice. And maybe she just didn't want to leave it up on her channel. Hey, Cheryl and Tuff. Hey, what is it? Inez, welcome. You said it seems unfair because Destiny gets to say a lot about Sunny and Moses. I don't really follow Destiny stuff, so I can't speak to that. You said, Winter, do you think it was wrong what she did to Destiny? I have, Shakira, that's a great question. I actually addressed that in a former live I did, that I didn't agree with it because unbeknownst to the audience at large, we do get close to some of our producers. But at the end of the day, I also believe that they should move forward. Not necessarily as friends, but I just say get over it, because my thing is, can I go on a record and say, I'm not knocking Moses, but why is we windmilling for this particular man so hard? Like, we have Sunny and Destiny going so hard for this gentleman. And by their admission in he was not even faithful to his first wife, and he was running a lot of women. I'm just confused by what is the prize. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? So I really want to pinch both of them and be like, sis, come sit by me. Well, y'all know, I told y'all I ain't got no room to judge off the Old Man Alone season 1. I know our pickers can be off. I do know this. I don't take no responsibility for the rapper because Sherelle and Black brought his behind on that show. I don't take no responsibility for him. I did not know who he was. Never heard him before. Never knew of him. Black said he was a good guy. I believed him. So I don't take no responsibility for the rapper, but I take 1,000% responsibility for that old man. And sometimes our picker just don't be picking right. But I want better for us ladies. I don't want us on fighting over no man. I don't. You said so they joined the show using fake names. That's a storyline. She blamed Destiny. You said Slow Tail keep doing things. He does the mail. Oh, why y'all call him Slow Tail? Now y'all don't make me laugh now. Don't make me laugh. Hey Cheryl. Now that is funny to me. That is funny to me. All right, let's get the likes up. Linda said it's 103 likes and 165 people in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button if you're sitting here hanging in the bushes. Hey, Sean. Hey, Mahogany Meats. You said your new training should be reality TV etiquette 101. I do have reality TV already. You said Destiny introduced Miss Moses. That's how we originally knew of him. You said it's good TV. You said, wait, Sonny is not a real name. I was shocked to hear Moses wasn't his real name. No, we do know that Moses is not his real name. Is Sonny not Sonny's real name? That's the first time ever hearing of that. Can somebody please help me understand? Is that not her real name? I thought Sonny was such a pretty name. Baby, you done learn me something if that's the case. Can anybody confirm that? I don't want to lie. Don't give me the lie. You said personally, due to the details surrounding their relationship, this is too soon to join the cast. They should have waited at least a year, in my opinion. You think he made a fool out of Sonny? Child, I listen. Now, Patricia, baby, I'm with you when you're right. Baby, I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right now. But you know, puppet masters love the puppet. You said, child, I was so upset with you. Now, Kai, is it Kai Key? Hopefully you done got over it. I pray so. Oh goodness. Now, y'all, somebody confirm now. You said, unfortunately, she moved Dusty on the winning side. Now, why y'all call that girl Dusty? Oh, Tiff, I know they had your girl looking crazy. I know they had me looking crazy, baby. I was caught in a thunderstorm. Didn't even know it. You said, I just want her fighting for the marriage. She said, Missy, you're not going to let it go. Missy said, listen, cut the crap. I just want her to fight for the marriage, child. Because let me tell you, you throw God in it. That's another one. This is, I just, hush. Sometimes it's helpful to hush. I'm telling you, sometimes it's helpful to hush. No, I did not, Charlene. I was picking rice out the ocean. You said that is not her name. Key, I couldn't tell you, baby. I quit the show. Only the Lord knows. You said she didn't even spell it right. Ricky, ma'am, Ricky. Hey, Denise Slay. Y'all is funny to me. Let me tell you what is about to happen, though. But tell you what's about to happen. Everybody that's on YouTube and Facebook, go ahead on over here on TikTok, because my OneStream get ready to cut off this live. I'm telling you, just y'all, Linda, we gonna end things on YouTube, and I'm just gonna stick to TikTok, because TikTok ain't giving me no exit. So if you guys don't have TikTok, please follow me on TikTok. It's ImSimplyWinter. Let me put it in the chat. I'm Simply Winter, because I don't want to have to like restart this live. I don't want to have 2 videos on YouTube. What I do want to say is thank you guys for joining me on YouTube. If you are joining me for the first time, thank you guys for hanging with me on YouTube and Facebook. If this is not your first time being with me on YouTube and Facebook, thank you so much for tuning in again. You guys know we have a good time over here. We are going to continue the conversation on TikTok because OneStream is getting ready to kick me off. And I don't know why it's been doing that. I think my storage may be full and I got to delete it so it'll allow me to be on longer. All that to say, you guys, if you want to continue talking and chatting, come follow me on TikTok. I'm going to stay on here a little while longer. For those that are interested in working with me, go to my Stand store. I'm actually going to put that down in the comments for my Facebook and YouTube family. Grow her. You can work with me directly if you are an aspiring entrepreneur, if you're an aspiring author, and you're just needing maybe some personal or professional development support. Go to my Stand store, book your session. You can work with me one-on-one.